Good morning, soon to be afternoon, 20th of October. Bit of a pause, but 20th of October, because I did check. But it always makes me double check just before I'm going to say it. Excuse me. It's another of those moments where I haven't spoken for 4 hours. So when I speak to you, my throat, my voice is, oh, hang on a minute, we need to do something. So it takes me a few frogs to clear, and then off we go. Warming up my voice in addition to moving and supporting parts. So here we are, another preamble, another day, another movement snack. Double whammy from me today because we've all done a bit of a 3 in a bed and the little one said roll over. So Dave is covering Kels. I'm covering Dave and I'm covering myself at 4 p.m. So yes, it's a bit cooler, Andrew. Actually, yes, I'm going to keep this on until the start. Oh, I need one of these as well. Yeah, look. It's holy cow, Batman, a tea towel. What did you say yesterday, Andy? I'm sure it was funnier than that. Sorry. Chris, morning, soon to be afternoon. Got me list of stuff. If you've seen the pre-message, a really impressive bobcat jumping. She, who knows? Oh, crikey. After the kangaroos and the octopus, I'm not going to profess to know anything about bobcats other than they got tufts on their ears. Anyway, I posted a bobcat doing an incredible jump. And he was that's it, Andrew. He was my inspiration for some power moves today when I was looking for a pre-message, mojo message, just to prompt you, nudge you to come and move a bit more. Holy tea towels, Bex, kapow, that was it. Holy tea towels. I completely messed up your punchline of yesterday, Andrew, sorry. All right, Ian, afternoon, soon to be afternoon. So usual mix of sit and stand. And just power in the mix. We've done this many times before. We got some power pushes from lower limb. We've got the opposite to power. So we've got some slow squeezes. We got some buttocks. Sit stand, of course. If we're talking power, sit stand's got to be in there. Back leg push-offs, and we're shaking out the washing, bit like that bobcat when he got his feet wet. Enough water everywhere, Bex, to jump over. Is it raining up in Dufferin, Chris? You need some bobcat legs, you do, Chris, to get up them to get up them stairs. If I may, can I just tell everyone, Chris, about the steps up to your house? They're like that and all different sizes. So, Chris, you need to get yourself some bobcat legs. Laughing at my own image again, Chris, of you with bobcat legs. All right, Gillian with a G. Hola, Tracy Taylor is in. Bolton's arrived. Come on. Come on, everyone. Come on. One of these or something similar. We're going to do some squeezing. We're going to, could you invite your pelvic floor into the movement snack today as well, please, folks? And checking me clock again, because Ian, I still haven't found that watch. All those months without a battery. I got a battery. The watch is working, but I don't know where the watch is now. Anyway, Becky Bigfont today. Look, take my jacket off now. Take my cape off, Andy. Cape. I was thinking of cape off, cape on. Is cape on a kind of chicken? Is it a small kind of bird? A cape on. It's the opposite to cape off, is what I was thinking then in that moment. Yes, Chris, and he's got an image of you balancing like those ibex. I think they're called ibexes. Those goatee type creatures. There is a creature called an ibex, isn't there? And they cling on with their hoofs on vertical rocks. Anyway, bobcats, ibexes, and hoofs is in the mix today. And capons. It's like a menagerie of movement snacking preamble. Vivian sprung out of the chair, not as elegantly as the bobcat. Did you do this when you stood up, Vivian? Did you do this with your feet? Like, oh, just get my feet ready. Yeah, a crowdfunding exercise. Was that a battery for my watch, Ian? Now we need to get a search party to find it. Right, 3, 2, 1. Thank you, Super G. 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon, Bex Townley from Later Life Training. You need one of these, something tea towel-ish. You need you to be in sit or stand positions, whichever you prefer. Circ boost, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 5, 6-ish moves. Take your pick. Which ones do you want? 1, 2, all, or just have a look and listen. See what you fancy. What are you saying, CK? Hope tonight doesn't involve housework. No housework. No housework on my watch, CK. And we haven't got a bit of shit shaking out the washing though. Is that right? Okay. Where would you like to be? Starting positions everywhere. Additional movement minutes. Here we go. If you go for stand options, close to supports, about hip height is right, or a wall. Fixed and firm, of course, something not movable. Hip width to start, just feel your weight is even, do an extra bit of footprints in the sand, just to explore that. More length, more activity, get going with this circulation boosting march. We call it march, you might prefer to call it a walk. It's essentially a transfer of weight from one leg to the other, but it's easier to the one word, isn't it? March. Steady, comfortable for you. In addition to, has much activity through the ankles and feet. Maintain a thought for your supporting parts. A little bit of pinch in the shoulder blades, kind of proud chest type posture. And then start to add in the other moving parts if you would like. So there's a whole range of combinations. You might be legs only. You might be legs and an arm. You might be still at the legs, focused on support, bring in 2 arms, or you might be all 4 moving together. Or you might choose just to change between a bit of external support with the wall there, and these support options really might give you the confidence to move more freely. Keep going, ticking over. There's your standing options. Here's your seated options if you prefer. Involve the legs if legs are in your day. So still anchor the feet forward and lift into active sit away from the back of the chair. So you are supporting your own posture, and this will greatly contribute to ease of movements of everyday life, so that it's easier for you to support your postures for all your activities, be that in sit or stand, and you'll know which is the best posture for you to be doing this movement snack in. Other options could be like clasp of the hand. If you are on your legs or you're working towards standing activities, improving stand activities, great value in rehearsing this hip shift, this hip walk forward, lift, release one buttock and shift it forward just past centre, gives yourself more leg room. Now involve the legs. It might help to glance down to see what's going on. As you glance down, be sure to remain active and lifted, not allowing that pelvis to kind of roll back. So have a glance. That information, seeing what's happening, might really help improve that movement. Go for the low lift if that's comfortable. As soon as we lift the leg from the floor, you're going to need even more support from hips and posture. And if you start to feel that you're having to roll a bit in order to accommodate that movement, put in extra support, just like that. And then build it again. Again, your decision for choice of how many moving limbs. All of that serves to create, instigate, cause these deeper breaths. So more movement, gradual movement is going to give you this light lift of the heart rate, and that is what we're after. Circulation boosting, as we call it, frequently interspersed throughout the day is what movement snacking is all about. But now for some extra moves from daily life that I've extracted and we can improve and enhance upon now. Power push. Here's your seated option. You'll probably guess what the standing one is. If you're in seated option and legs are involved in your day, you can still skill them up. Have a glance, step back, grip the floor with your toes. Might want to put a bit of support. Just rehearse some slow heel raises and then rehearse with a bit of push. So just switch up the speed. So go for a slow one to check it's comfortable. Keep the weight more around big toe, second toe, and have a glance. By that I mean we're not looking to roll out. And then when you're ready, go for a little bit more push, bit more gusto, squeeze. So feel the difference between a slow rise and a push. And that really is that power. That speed element is the power. Standing option goes without saying, but you might want to rehearse, first of all, take up some support for this one. You might want to rehearse single power pushes there. Again, gripping the floor with your toes, lifting the heel, and you get this forward movement of the knee also. If you'd like to extend that, you could go power push and a bit of a lift. So you're adding a little bit more range, but of course then you're coming up onto one leg, so you're into increased balance territory. Or you can go for the double whammy there, and then the slow down. So you're adding the push on up. These are the types, these power moves greatly help improve things like climbing stairs, for example. There we need that extra push to push our body weight up the stairs. Now, if you're in seated options and looking for upper limb, not going to use that at all. So pushing and pulling still also involve a little bit more power. So just feel your way around some slow graded pushes with double arms if comfortable. Then we're going to go alternate. So you're going to try, if you would like, some slow, and then a bit of a push. Now when you add that power, you're going to feel you need more anchorage through your buttocks. So here's slow power, and you'll start to feel this also around the trunk. So just playing with speed, slow and push here. And when we need to, for example, push our body either up from the floor or in bed, just having a little bit of power, a little bit oof can help these movements greatly. And it goes without saying, pushing activities need power. Heavy doors, for example, is a good one. All right, so there's your power push on feet or arms. Right, next one, tea towels. This isn't a power move, but it is a strengthy, squeezy, slow gradual. Get your tea towel, find a comfortable mass. So either here, or you might want to double it up even more. And then just take shoulders down, stack the fingers like so. So this one is a slow squeeze. It's not like a power tea towel snap that we normally do. We're going to go slow, squeeze the tea towel and then squeeze around and then release and then release. So you're grading a squeeze, like it's not an on or an off. It's not a squeeze and release. It's a slow graded and turn. But adding on to this, sit or stand, it's entirely up to you. Think about, this is me thinking, about your pelvic floor. This is your bladder control muscle. And it might help. So as you squeeze and twist this tea towel, draw up and in and squeeze your pelvic floor as well. There, and then slowly release. So you can't actually see the pelvic floor moving, of course, because it's your undercarriage, it's your hammock, isn't it? Your undercarriage hammock shape muscle. Squeeze and release and release. So we got wrists and pelvic floor together. Try not to invite your buttocks to that. Purely pelvic floor and wrists. So still a strength move, but overcoming resistance. We're adding force and different angle there through the wrist, and at the same time pulling up your pelvic floor. Do breathe, folks. Do breathe. Breathe. Okay. Breathe. Right. Another power move. Another leggy one. Back leg push-offs. We've done these before, and it's an extension almost of those power pushes that we've just done, but a change of angle, and more directly relates to kind of forward momentum activities like going upstairs. So there we go. Take up support. Take a comfortable step back, so you're in this split stance. Hand magnets on a fixed support, so you're moving towards the support to increase confidence and support. Bit of a knee bend, so your buttocks lead on the knee bend, remember. Weight is still even across both feet, but then you're going to push through the back end and drive the hips forward. So it's a slow sink and a bit more oomph. There, I've got my hand on the wall, so this is towards support there. So you're adding that drive, not just the heel now, but a bit of a hip thrust. When we talk about that hip extension stretch feeling in the 4PMs, don't we? That's kind of it there. And you'll get some buttock squeeze there as well. Step back to have a bit of a step out, have a switch off, have a release, set up again on the other leg, comfortable step back. It's a knee bend and a drive and a push. So you've got a little bit of zap at the end, whatever word you want to use. There. So my front leg is kind of supporting. Yes, it's active, but it's really all about pushing through the calves, get some squeeze through the toes as well, and an extra bit of zap through the hips. Play around with those for some power moves. In seated, here's some options. Buttock squeezes, there. We've just talked about pelvic floor. This is your buttocks. So clenching your buttocks. And again, when we do that at speed, there, that's power in action, strength and speed. These are the types of movements that instigate that sit to stand. So we need that switch on, muscles working, squeeze, release. So you might want to take those. It's a good one for when you're at the traffic lights in a car or in public transport. There, you can it can be surreptitious, especially if you're on a bumpy road, or you can just, don't care what people think. Right, that's power buttocks. Or if you don't want power buttocks, pincer grip. These kind of incidental movements from daily life. Do you know when you shake out your washing, when you've been hanging out your washing? So this is pincer grip, not full hand palm grip. A reliable pincer grip with some either double hand, snappy arms there. So there's kind of power, speed and action there. Or you can do single arms. Bit of both, a bit on the left, a bit on the right. Reliable grip, you're creating speed. So when that tea towel comes through, you need to extra squeeze through the pincer grip. So you've got this on-off type additional grip coming through. So you could just add that, and you'll notice that if you string a few of those together, because it's repeating and consistent, it will also give you that light lift in the heart rate, which is why housework is all part of additional movement minutes. Anything that's going to bring your heart rate up to a light intensity is good for us. Right, that's it. And we can't finish a power movement snack without some sit to stands. So, if you're already on legs or working towards this, one of the most important, one of the most functional movements, series of movements, movement patterns that we want to maintain and improve. So there's your buttock squeezes, pressing your heels down, jockey lifts. That could be with arms as well if you wanted to. Progress to the full stand if you're happy, slow on the way down. Get some extra shift, stand up fully, don't do half a job, folks. I know I can't see you, but I'm sure you're not doing half a job. There's your sit to stand. Crowbar them in, extras across the day. And, if not. Under grip, back end squeezes, really building upright postures and extra activity around the shoulder blades to help with any seated activities requiring push, pull, lift, carry. So with some extra tea towel snap in there. Right, yo folks, just to finish then, maybe ease off, a few little steps, take some deeper breaths, bring that light heart rate, make sure it didn't go higher into moderate or vigorous. This should all feel comfortable and doable. And now you can get off into your day. And I will be back at 4 o'clock in 4 hours for something different to that. Some sway, some smooth moves and some stretch positions to end your day. All right, Chris is on the catch up at 4. Gloria's off to the gym. Sue Tilly is saying all done. Thank you very much, folks. Fully powered up like that. Duracell Bunny, Super G. See you. Dawn's in a webinar online. Yeah, sorry, Dawn. See you in 4 hours. Bye for now.